in a couple of tournaments recently. There's Wookie or Ula, I think it's Ula. He's been around for a while, as is like Serzo. Whereas Italy, I think this is the first year that they've kind of made it in. Well, this is the first year that they've made it into the World Cup. They had a run through EUC as well.
Right.
But they also have obviously some very strong players. I mean, there's Gio, there's Super. Arbo's also been very strong when we've seen him in other matches. So I don't know. I can't tell whether to bank on players I don't know whether to bank on players or whether I've just got to let the tactics kind of speak for themselves. Apparently, Italy is missing a couple of their players though. Pront. I think it's Pront and Bev are both not there. So they're 2 players down, whereas it looks like everyone from Norway is around. So we'll see how they strategize around that, whether they're having to change things up because they're missing some players for certain skill sets, or whether they can kind of play around it. We shall have to see.
Right. Yeah. Let me actually switch to headphones. That might be a little better. Oh, okay. Now I can hear everything. Oh, Jesus.
There we go. I don't know what else I was going to get up. What were their last matches? I feel like this is a good place to start to see how they went beforehand. So, where am I looking? Italy went against the UK, where it was a lot of mid speed, a lot of speed that was picked. They went for speed and then picked accuracy straight afterwards. So they kind of went for both sides of the pool.
Pretty smart.
So they did play very well. Prawn did lead on Bouquet by about 1% for their team. So that doesn't bode well for a speed lineup if he's not here. But then also Gio wasn't able to play because of, I think, tech issues. And he is a speed player when he needs to be. So that's something that we can go around.
I thought Gio was predominantly a speed player because whenever I remember a while ago, I was looking off of Gio's front page specifically to try and snipe him because he was like 5 ranks above me, and all of his maps were speed plays, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do this.
Yeah. So I mean, as long as his setup is working, we'll probably see a lot of him getting played.
Right.
Whereas on Norway's side, Norway just seems to go for a lot of the slow maps. They also picked the same ACK map that Italy did, which was What You Know last time, compared to. But then instead of picking like Bouquet of Hatred, they picked Europapa.
Really?
So they decided. It looks like Norway favors a slower kind of style. Whereas Italy, it seems like they can go either way, but as far as I know their players, they would like to go speed if they can.
Yeah. Well, when you have a team that's really strong in slower ACK, mid-speed ACK, you would play to your advantages there. But then again, you also need to play against your opponent's weaknesses.
Yes. Sometimes it's better to pick something that you can kind of do, but you know they can't.
Yeah.
So we could see a lot of maybe some of like the hard tech maps like Steps or something like that come out if they think that they could kind of pull ahead regardless of not being too comfortable on it.
Right. And that also with I don't think there are any poodle maps here, but
no.
Like in EUC, they had Serzo on their team, and picking poodle maps there was a very strong choice to counterpick the opposing team, because Serzo being the #1 poodle player, it's very strategic.
Yeah. It did look like Serzo was a bit of a powerful member on Norway. They were leading, I think, on both the maps. On What You Know, they they actually had the top score in the lobby, beating out General Dumbass by 0.02 with a 99.39.
0.02.
Yeah, there were.
That's
It
really
was a
good.
very high average. There were all eight players, both on Finland and Norway, had 99s, with Wookie or Ula having a 9901, and then Surzo with a 9939. So a very, very strong team when it comes to that more hackable area. Whereas on Europapa, Surzo was also leading by not leading the entire lobby. Sorry, Tanis and Seska. Tanis, Seska, and Domas beat them out, but they still had a 98.7. So if we're going to see a lot of Surzo, we're going to be seeing a lot of those slower maps coming out again.
Okay. All right, so it looks like we have the first lineups for the first map. On Italy's side, we've got Mr. Super, Arbo, Zoomies, and I don't know how to say it, Buchiax?
I think that's close. But I don't have any better ideas.
And then over on Norway's side, we got Latest, Surzo, Ole, and Basic. All right, so it looks like we are in TA. They're just hanging out right now. Players are hopefully sufficiently warmed up, but I don't believe they really need it for this map. Since
I mean, if they aren't warmed up, this is their last chance.
Yeah, that's true. Here we are, Stream Sync. Remember, if you scan that QR code, you get free Discord Nitro for like
That's
10
true.
years.
Oh, I do know this map.
This
is a classic map. And we have karaoke.
We still have one FC on Arbo. Arbo still has an FC, which is incredible.
It really is. There's so many random resets in this map, as well as just awful patterns to try and hit.
There are no such things as resets. These are all wrist rolls and triangles and art.
Art I can agree with. Some of these that were like, yeah.
Basic got banished from audio.
Oh, there we go. Alba has picked up a couple of misses. But like, just I don't even know what type of shape they're trying to make with that pattern. It's like I don't know. We're trying to find the best audio.
We're back to basic.
I think we're trying. I'm guessing we're getting a mix of the song and the karaoke.
I think my favorite part about this is how slow the NJS is. This is like 10 NJS.
This map is I can't remember how old. It's a couple of years old. Yes, I remember playing this. Yes, 3 years old. It came out in 2021.
Oh wow!
In April of 2021. And I'm pretty sure this was used in maybe one of the random Rumble tournaments. It's that type of map.
Well, Norway is leading by a slight margin here so far.
A small one. It's recoverable, I think. It's a close one.
I mean, anything really is possible. Like this. I think we need to petition to put this in the pool, like legitimately.
Yeah, I think it's ready.
I remember seeing this the signature thing on Twitter, like raise the BPM cap.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stand by what I said, where the BPM cap will be changed to however many signatures they get. If it's less than 350, tough luck. We're lowering BPM cap.
We're slowing back down. We're realizing that we're a bit too old for this now.
Yeah. I mean, it's been 6 years.
It is. It has been. It's been a while.
We're all ancient now.
Maybe it's time to slow everyone down. Give us like a year of like 200 cap, and then you can lift it back up. Maybe then.
There you go. Yeah.
Give us a vacation.
So let's see what kind of a map this is. It's starting off relatively normal, I suppose.
Yeah.
I do
Although,
quite enjoy Omurgishi's mapping style. He puts a lot of emphasis in the right places.
yeah,
Oh geez.
yeah. I haven't played a lot of his maps, but I'm guessing that's the type of fan where we're going to see the 400 coming in. Those kind of bursts before.
Yeah, that makes
Ooh.
sense. Ooh, look at these doubles on the side. Beautiful. I love it.
Quite tame, quite playable as well compared to other warm maps we see. This is very like an actual map. So
Careful what you say. We're only
Yes.
just starting the map.
that is a good point. Team Italy at the moment leading as expected. This is their map. They had it made specifically for them. So I mean, Super are currently FCing. The only other FC as opposed to Lub. Well, the Lub is popping off with a nice 6.65.
That is impressive. There are some really funky angles in this map, and I especially hate the inward horizontals in the outer lane. I bad get those every single time. I can't do it.
Oh god, and then just how quickly it goes from just I gotta focus on these angles to there's to be quite a few notes in front of me all of a sudden.
Surprise. Whose audio do we have right now? Oh, okay. I think it's just the music audio, not the player. Geo's stream is suffering, we can see. We're getting like 2 frames a second maybe, if we're lucky.
Yeah, Geo had a similar thing, at least with, I can't remember if it was just his stream, or also he had some headset issues last week. So I'm hoping this isn't an omen of worse things to come.
Let's hope not. I really want to see Geo play in this.
Same. We've got to see him perform.
Well, the last time I saw Geo perform was in the parents tournament where he gave himself a whole bunch of handicaps.
Oh, he played in that?
He played a friendly match.
Okay.
Against one of the other parents because it was funny. And then everybody in chat started tormenting him, telling him to play on super fast with ghost notes or something. Ooh, it looks like Norway's starting to catch up. Or Italy's falling off. But
I think there were a few misses coming out from Geo though, up to 8. But Bungie's on 20 misses right now. Lub, despite still leading, picked up 1 miss.
Geo died. For me personally, I really want to see one of the teams pick Tremendous. That's both a really good map as well as a really good song. And I think it would be a really close match for both teams if they played it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very kind of stamina heavy map. It's, well, just in terms of length alone, let alone the mapping, the 7.5 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. So it looks like we have banned Steps, mapped by Kush, which makes sense. Kush maps very techy, very slow tech, I might say. There's a lot of 90s and wrist rolls. And then Norway has banned Rocket.
Interesting.
So, I feel like, yeah, no, that's pretty smart on Norway's team.
Yeah,
Italy would have done decently well in that.
There still is the opportunity for both speed maps. I'm not sure what XV1 is like, but we saw kawaii speedcore last time, and it's something vile. If you struggle at all with stamina, it's a killer.
Yeah, my worry with kawaii speedcore is the mappers, Aquaflea and Retrix. That's a terrifying combo.
Yeah, but the ending is about a minute to a minute and a half of just a lot. There was just a lot. It just kept going.
So it looks like we. Oh, sorry.
Norway did decide to go for the mid-speed map side effects. Very, very aggy. A lot of players do score almost the same as the type of thing they're getting on the ag maps on this map. So perfectly standard pick from Norway here.
Yeah. Short angle changes. There's not like a whole lot of outside angles, which could hurt the ag. So this map is quite comfortable to play, which probably is why so many people are getting high 98s, hopefully even 99s going into this.
We'll find out. No stream sync for this map. We're just going straight in. Map number 1.
Yeah.
We'll see how they fare.
You still see GeoStream struggling a little bit, but we're still getting the score feed, so that's good enough.
As long as he's still in the room, that's the main thing that matters.
Yeah.
As much as I'd like to see him play.
Yeah. So we're seeing from almost all of the Norway players. Oh, it looks like we got Lud picking up a miss there. I didn't quite see what happened.
And he just hit that wall, I think.
Did he? Oh.
Yeah, I think he looked across and stepped in the wall.
That's going to be kind of difficult for Norway to bring back, but I don't think it's impossible for them to come back from that.
Definitely not impossible. It's a 0.3 gap. Sure, the song is only 3 minutes long, and it's a miss on a slow map. But they're already kind of climbing up. They're already 0.15 behind. It was like a 0.4 gap.
Yeah, if you
they're almost there already.
Oh wow. Yeah, because all of Italy's players except Zoomies is below a 98, and then all of the players except Ole and Club are holding mid 98s. Surzo over here holding a 98.6. Very impressive score.
This man, again, he seems to be a powerhouse for Team Norway. Anything slow, if Norway gets to pick it, you'll see him, and you'll see him absolutely just charge through.
Yeah, it does look like Norway has taken the lead again, and they're pulling ahead, pulling away. Italy is struggling to hold on to the 97.6. I really wonder if Norway might even be able to bring it back up to a 98 average. I don't know how much.
It all kind of rides on how high Lub can get.
Yeah.
The next minute.
There's a decent amount of map left, so they have a lot of room. It's not impossible.
I mean, he's breached at 97 now. At the moment, Zumi is holding a 98.2, beating Lub and Rookie, whereas everyone else still below that 98 mark. Super on a 98.7, 97.8.
They're 0.03, 0.02 now, 0.02 off of. Never mind. They're just clawing their way up. I really hope they get up to a 98 with technically 2 misses, I suppose. 1.5 misses. I don't know what you can count the wall it as.
I think it's. I don't know. Because it's like half a miss.
Whatever the next map will be picked as, it will be Italy's pick this time.
A lot of options here left. I'm not sure. I feel like we could see potentially XV1. They might not want to go for the stamina speed map, however, they might still want to go towards that faster choices. But
I feel like it would be smarter to go with kawaii speedcore first, earlier in the match, rather than waiting towards the lower.
Never mind, they've gone for tremendous.
Okay, just don't go with what we're thinking.
Yeah,
that's fine.
It's still stamina intensive, so
it is.
Potentially that same thought process is there. Still 7.5 minutes. This early on it's going to be difficult for these players because again, it's just a lot of go.
Yeah,
you've still got more maps ahead of you, and a potential replay of this.
Well,
exactly. It was merely accidental. It definitely wasn't intentional. If you did
come on,
that.
Camellia. You know what you need to do. Zoomies is just absolutely vibing over there. I can't see what song they have playing in the background.
Oh
Menu
God!
music.
Turn quickly. No, okay.
Zoomies
I was gonna
with
see if I
death.
could. I was gonna see if we could make out what the album cover was, but we could not.
No.
Oh, and wait, Love missed immediately.
Oh, Love, no. Wait. I think he swung too late on the right hand. I think that's what happened.
Maybe. I mean, there's no stream sync, so there's no kind of pause between the loading in and the start. So
yeah, that could be what kind of freaked him out a bit.
maybe
When if you're really comfortable with playing in tournaments, you're expecting the stream sync. But I mean, even that was like the second miss, so that really
it won't affect the score too much.
Yeah,
and it's also, again, there's enough notes here. It should not matter. One miss will not make a huge difference for either team.
Especially since there are how many notes are there?
At the moment we've got
there's 3,200 notes. They'll be fine.
Yeah, absolutely fine. Currently we've got what, 2 97s, 1 97 on Team Norway. With the latest, who also has the MVP border. However, everyone just seems to be dropping very quickly right now.
Yeah,
I was about to try and comment on the ads, but they just dropped by at least like 0.4 on everyone, so never mind.
Yeah, Geo did pick up a miss earlier. I was looking at the map link, and I unfortunately missed it. There's just something about No Animation's maps that just flow very well, regardless of how funky the angles are. I remember whenever I played this map, it didn't really feel like it was 7 minutes long. It flowed nice enough to where it just felt normal. Yeah. The only indication of it being so long was how stamina heavy it was.
There are some songs like that. It's like trying to think of good examples. I think Nakri's Snowmelt is quite a long one.
Oh yeah.
Like Sinitra also never feels too long, so that's like 5 minutes as well.
Yeah.
Oh, my internet has completely melted.
Ooh, Love has picked up another miss. Looks like he mistimed a no in the jumps.
Oh, that was a lot of misses. There was four misses on 4 different players. And a lot of misses coming out on... I can't read the name. I have like 2 pixels across the entire screen. But
Basic.
Yeah.
Basic missed a whole bunch.
Israel's now got a lead, only by a little bit. And a miss is coming out from Zoomies, just swing that back over to Team Norway. But it's quite close right now.
Ooh, Super just picked up a few misses now. It looks like timing was an issue on that one.
It looks like some of these players are running some stamina issues at the moment. You see Basic swinging quite... The swings are quite small, they're quite kind of contained. You're trying to reserve as much of that energy as possible.
Right. It looks like the 20 misses from Basic came from a tracking issue that I saw, in his right hand specifically. But even with all these misses, Norway is still holding a mid-95 with the score. Italy's holding on to that low 95, but I think they can bring it back at least a little bit.
Definitely. If some of the players on the lower end can kind of bring up their combo and just kind of keep it consistent, then they should be able to gain at least up to a kind of a mid-95. Whereas at the moment, the main contributor on Team Norway is latest, even with that one miss, is a nice 6-3 right now, leading the charge with Lob, not far behind actually, on a 95-95.
Yeah, looks like Osits is still the only one with an FC now. Hopefully they can hold on to that.
No,
Very
Arbo also
respected
has an
score.
FC. There's one FC for
Oh
each
yeah.
team.
Okay.
So far, at least. We're past the halfway point. We've still got a little bit ahead of us. So there's plenty of time for that to change.
It looks like Italy has dropped a little bit. They dropped from a 95-1 down to a 95-05, 06-7. Norway is holding relatively steady, 95-6. But as long as they can keep that consistent with no more misses, they might be able to hold out for a point on this one.
No misses in that build-up. And we go straight back into another drop. Oh, miss or two from Jimmy's there. Jimmy's looks like they might be starting to get a little bit tired based on these swings.
Yeah, the left hand specifically. I'm seeing a lot of circling.
Another miss for Lub and Jimmy's there. 11 on Jimmy's. 4 on Lub. A miss for Osins. Osins now. Arbo is the only FC with a 95-9.
That is a very respectable score, though. It looks like Mr. Super might also start to get tired a little bit. Might be starting to get tired.
I don't blame him. I wouldn't blame anyone at this point for starting to get tired. They've been going for a while and they've still got, looking at the clock, I can't believe there's probably like another minute at least.
Zumi's picking up another couple misses there. Yeah, it's definitely the fatigue getting to Zumi's. I see them picking up quite a bit of underswing on the left hand now.
And the problem is that they're not getting a lot of breaks. Look at this, they're going back into just...
Oh, Super picking up a few more misses there.
Latest still holding above a 96, the only 96 on the board. And Arbo still with that FC into what sounds, I'm guessing, is the last drop.
Ooh. The Zumi's picked up a lot more misses in the jump section. Couldn't keep it up. I think Super picked up one more miss at the same time. It really does not look like Arbo is tired at all.
Yeah, Arbo and Latest specifically, you can tell that they've got no stamina, whereas Zumi's is all wrist now. There aren't any arms left to swing with. And
that's costing them windows. Very impressive on Arbo FC.
Very impressive.
What is that 4,400 notes? Did I misread it? Oh, I looked at the wrong diff. Still, very good score. It looks like there will be no replay. Norway takes the second map. Italy has
a little bit of a pause.
Oh, they banned XV1. Norway has banned XV1. Unfortunate. That does leave it up to Italy to ban next. I feel like now they might ban one of the accuracy maps. And if I had to bet, I'd probably say Feel Alive.
I feel like either one is a fair ban. Because I'm not sure where else they'd go, but maybe the other mid-speed map, if they think that... I mean, no matter what, one of those two sections, you're going to give Norway another one of their strong maps.
Right, it's true.
I mean, it's Italy's pick next, so they technically have another chance to give themselves a point before it gets there. But it's where do they go? Because they could go kawaii speedcore, but everyone is tired after Tremendous, and chucking them into the harder map for stamina.
Ooh,
Italy bans Kaiba.
They really don't like tech this time.
Interesting.
They've banned both of the tech maps. Oh, and Italy has 6 players this round, right?
Yeah,
so
they're missing Pront and Bev.
So 2 players at least will have to play again if they pick kawaii speedcore, which that's just torture at that point.
Yeah, and I feel like the lineup might not change a lot because the people that we've seen play seem to be kind of like the mid-range, and then I'm guessing the fact that they're banning tech means that maybe the 2 players that are missing are kind of like half of their tech lineup, and they don't want to even risk the idea of getting choked into a map without them.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet they might just go for one of the mid speed because it's they have a better chance of it.
Never mind. Never mind. We're witnessing murder today.
I feel so bad for whoever's playing.
Yeah.
For whoever's playing back to back on either team.
Fair enough. Zoomies look like they really did get worn out there, so I feel like putting them in would be a form of torture. Yeah.
Cruel and unusual punishment. I don't remember if Norway had any changes. I don't remember if basic was in the
Basic was in the last one.
Okay. Yeah, then they're all the same. Yeah, I'm excited to see this. I didn't get to see last match at all, so I didn't see people playing it yet today.
I was told by Maeve that the ending was difficult, and it just it fit the description. It's just it gives people the chance to kind of like catch a breather. There's a couple of breaks in the match, but it's still like it's a lot of go. It's very intensive, and again, it's 5 minutes of the majority of speed.
Yeah, so. Riley looks like they have picked up a miss. I was looking at Mr. Super when I saw the red flash, so I didn't see it. But Riley did.
Where was the second miss?
I don't know. It looks like they're hitting everything in the game. But even their miscounter, their in-game miscounter is showing 2 misses. It might have been a bad cut then.
Possibly.
Yeah,
Riley's also shaking a lot. Could be nerves, could be tiredness, could be anything. But that's definitely going to be quite distracting as we get into the first drop.
Yeah, looks like Gio has also picked up a miss. He missed a little bit in the build-up. In the second 2 frames that I saw.
As it picks up.
Yeah, I'm not to see. 2 misses, or 4 misses total coming from Italy. 2 for Gio and 2 for Riley.
A miss from Osiths. Whereas Latest is again with the MVP border. Never mind, picked up a miss, but they almost had it back again, but then Love has taken it with a 96, is that?
Nice.
96-2.
Yeah. I will commend Arbo for playing with lights in a map like this.
It's always respectful, especially if your lights are the same color as your nose.
Yeah. Riley picked up a few more, and I genuinely don't think we can see when they miss. It just doesn't show up on their screen.
Wait, there's the fish that pops up. Oh, the pipe. What? I didn't see what they bad cut there, but...
Yeah, me neither. Do they have the metal pipe hitting sound as their miss sound?
Possibly.
That is awful.
It's interesting because they don't seem to struggle when it picks up, but they pick up some misses in the slow section. A miss for Super as well. Arbo is the only FC on Team Italy. Whereas
Gio's picking up a few more misses. Love picked up a miss just now. Latest back to the MVP. Basic and Arbo now the only ones holding an FC. Riley picked up a total of 8 misses now, with Gio at 9. Holding a 96-2 on a map like this with a miss. I don't know what Latest is doing, but he needs to calm down.
Latest, I mean, again, I've seen Latest pop off over the past few months, and this is a great display of that. MVP. Yeah. Regardless of the miss count.
Gio picking up a miss. Osith's picking up a few misses there. Total of 5 now. Zoomies picked up 1 miss there. Single miss. It doesn't look like they're bad cutting. I genuinely can't tell what's going on with Riley's game. Or Riley's misses.
I'm gonna stare at that game until it picks up.
And
picking up, never mind.
Riley's hitting all 115s apparently, it looks like. Look at that. Gio picked up a couple misses.
12 now, as is Riley. Second miss for Super. 4 on Lub now. Oh, and a 14th miss for RZzach. 13 now for Geo.
We still
And
have
a miss for Basic. 1 FC now. And another
Arbo's
miss for Basic giving Arbo.
Ooh, that's the first time we're seeing it on Italy. It does look like Arbo is very comfortable with this speed. Those swings are very smooth, very controlled. Geo picking up a lot of misses now, up to 27.
Arbo with a little bit of a slip up, causing him to lose that FC and giving the MVP border back to latest, although not by much.
I'm so sad. I'm sorry.
But we're still going. This is the outro, and we're not calming down anytime soon.
Oh, the combination of pauses, sliders.
Yeah, another miss for Super.
Super missing.
I think this is the
Arbo
last
back up to the MVP. 95.
9 misses for latest. I think latest just struggled with its very ending, the timing on those sliders.
Super picked up another miss.
Arbo setting a 1 miss, 95-7. Wait, 95-7-1. Is that?
That's a number 1 score.
I'm finding the map because I feel like another player might have set a similar score. Where? Wait, excuse me. Hold on.
Never mind. Thinking.
Oh, never
mind. Number 1 score.
Yeah.
With a 96-6 almost. But Arbo does take the MVP for that map.
They're waking up.
Back from the dead. Both teams are ready. Surely Love gets up soon.
Oh. He's pressing the button. Is he just not going to play?
Maybe not. Okay.
You might have been right.
Then that's still a wasted. Or is it strategic on Norway to tire out Italy for the next map?
I mean, Italy did this to themselves. Oh no, Lub's up. Never mind.
Okay.
I take that back.
Geo picked. Did Geo just miss the first note?
Maybe.
Geo, no.
Hold on. Since we're in a slow section, I'm keeping an eye on Riley. I need to see where those misses were.
Yeah. So, most players on Norway holding high 97s, low to high 97s, 98s. RZzach barely holding the 97. Looks like Lub picked up a miss. There was a short bit of jumps. Didn't time that correctly. What did you see on Riley?
Oh my god, I looked away. No, I was looking at Riley the entire time. As soon as you mentioned Lub, I was like, oh wait, Lub missed, and that's when it happened.
My fault.
I give up. Nah. It's strategic. As soon as we look away, they miss. I'm still a little bit in shock that if we decide to go back into this.
Yeah.
2 misses now on Geo, 1 on Arbo, 4 on Geo.
Ooh.
This time it's Super with the only FC on Team Italy.
Geo's struggling a little
Never
bit.
mind.
RZzach picked up a miss just now over on Norway's side. I think it might have been one of those slider spams.
Yeah, Arbo had a big tracking issue. Or something that, even though they didn't miss, like, they dropped down to a 92.
Oof. I mean, still holding 1 miss with a massive tracking issue. That's pretty good. But at what point is it better to pick up misses from a tracking than to hit a whole bunch of zeros?
At least if you're hitting zeros, you're keeping your combo.
Okay, I think I know what's going on with Riley. It's the left hand. That wobble might just be too much wobble, especially for the top row notes. I think they're swinging around it.
Oh.
And the game might be thinking they're swinging it horizontally.
Possibly.
Yeah,
I
think
it
that's
looks like they're hitting it. Okay. No FCs. We have no FCs anymore. Compared to actually having, well, 2 up until the very end. It's now everyone's tired. There's no other way this could be from anything else, right?
Yeah.
2-minute, well, technically a 4-minute break is not long enough to get you ready for another one of these. We're halfway through, but these players know what's coming.
Team Italy has a total of 15 misses now. Basic just picked up another few misses. They just lost their right hand altogether. Basic's right hand just disappeared.
I think they're just tracking out. I think the headsets are tired, almost more than some of these players look.
Yeah. Riley picked up another miss just a bit ago. Love is holding the MVP right now with a 95-8 with 2 misses, 95-9 almost. And we are getting close to the minute.
Yeah. This build-up now is some of the last calm that these players are going to have. It doesn't particularly give up.
Yeah.
From here on out.
RZzach just gave up altogether. I don't know what happened. They just stopped playing.
Honestly, I'm surprised there was only one person. Because they went from a 7 minutes down and out to this. And now they're back in. And
I saw Riley, Gio, and Super pick up a few misses.
Third miss for Arvo. 16 up a basic, 11 for Gio. 4 misses now on Love, giving the MVP voter back to the latest with a 95-8.
Yeah. Even with RZzach not playing anymore, Italy is holding a low 90-93. That's not going to be enough for them to make the replay worth their while.
Yeah, unfortunately this is still futile.
Yeah.
They're giving it everything.
Yeah, the score to beat was a 94-8. They might... they'll hold on to the 93 just barely.
It was an improvement. That's the thing, is that the team did still improve by... Yes, they had a 92-9.
Oh, I thought they had a 93-2.
No.
Might be thinking something else.
Unless I saw it differently. I think they had a 92-9. So as a team, they did improve from their previous score, but it was not nearly the jump they needed.
That's all that counts, right?
Yeah.
It's the journey. It's the friends they made along the way.
But I mean, with that's what Italy's replay and their second pick going to Norway.
That does mean we are heading over to match point now and accuracy to pick from. Eesh.
We're probably going to see an ACK map there.
I don't know. We said that the past 3 times.
I'm thinking, like, sure, there'll be some changes. Like, we'll see RZzach come back in. We'll see people like that. But even then, the players who have just played that, they want something slow. You don't want to put them on, watch the world burn.
That's true.
You want to give them the smoothest ride possible. And if nothing else, you're giving Team Italy a little bit of a pause. And yeah, we'll see Letter in a Suitcase.
Okay, I was going to say that's, I believe, the slower of the two. Yeah, by almost a little bit more than 20 BPM. This one's got a very fast BPM of 169, and Pandita with a #1 score of a 99.25. Looks like we're loading into the map now. Both teams are ready. This is match point for Norway. If Norway does take this point, the final point, it will be a 4-0 sweep on Italy.
Yeah, there's a lot that rides on this for Team Italy right now. This is their last chance to keep themselves in. Or they might be saying goodbye to the World Cup for this year.
What a tone shift from kawaii speedcore to this.
Yeah. I feel like it was a necessary one. There was a lot. It was a lot of energy.
Yeah. So it looks like Norway is starting to pull ahead as we get into the map a little bit more, holding a 98-8. Oh, dropping down to a 98-7. But Italy is struggling to hold the mid 98, falling down to a 98.37.
the one thing that Team Italy is doing very well though is they are so consistent with each other. 3 of their players were on like a 98.45 for like 30 seconds. Like Zoomies is like kind of let ahead a bit, and Gio is keeping up just behind with a 98.8.
He's climbing back up too.
Yeah, he's climbing. But then there's Surza with a 90, almost a 99. Latest not far behind either, and then Wookie with a 98.7.
Ole is also holding a 98.771. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to say about this map other than there are some outside angles here and there in the bottom row I'm seeing, which aren't the easiest to act sometimes. Sometimes it could lead the player to swing at too much of an angle. I know I have that issue sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, anything on the outer lane is kind of hard to... You need to get the right technique or else there's a lot of variance that you can very easily kind of fall into and completely ruin the score.
Right, yeah. Gio is starting to fall a little bit, down to a 98.1. Surzo climbed up to a 99, 98.99.
They're hovering around. I'm wondering if they can land on the 99 efforts.
I think they
Gio's going to be behind. Oh, and a miss from Love!
Whoa, Love, no.
But it's too late. It's not an... It's...
Ooh, they were right there.
Oh, my God. That scared me for a second. I thought I was going to immediately just fly over to the other side. But even with that, there was a 0.1 lead. And with no replay on Team Italy, that means that Norway
will take the point.
And sweep Italy 4-0.
GG Norway.
GG's.
Surzo did not end up getting the 99, unfortunately.
Very close though. Very, very close.
Yeah.
And then we see, oh my God, look at the act difference. Latest being the MVP of the match, but look, average accuracy 97.2.
Even with the second, even with whoever was next, Lub,
but
96.43.
That's on both tremendous and kawaii speedcore. That's right. That with that included. That is incredible. While we wait, well, GG, super. Congrats for playing through all of that. How are you feeling?
Not feeling great. Congrats, for qualifying. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a difficult thing in and of itself. So it's a good job on that.
Yeah, it was great to see some new some teams that hadn't made it in before, like Italy and Ireland, get a chance to play. I'm hoping it happens again as well because it's great to see.
Yeah,
it's great to see every team. If we didn't have a cutoff, that'd be perfect. Have everyone play, but.
Oh, maybe we can get a play and idea back.
Yeah,
which was suggested. But yeah, we were a bit lucky considering some teams didn't play this tournament. Like for example, I think Belgium and Russia. But in general, we played so well, especially in the qualifiers, and then everything like following that was just a prize, and we just had to enjoy it and make everyone play. And I think we did.
Yeah. It does look like whenever you guys were playing from Italy, you guys were very clearly having fun with it. Which
for sure.
That's a very important thing when you're playing in tournaments. You don't want to be hyper serious or anything because then what's the point?
Yeah,
really?
You want to make it a little bit fun. Obviously, you gotta keep the focus up. But if it's miserable for people, then I mean, it takes so much away from that.
Yeah, it's still a game after all, you know.
Exactly.
And I think Slam just joined.
Yeah.
they briefly
lost
their cam
as well.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, we can.
Yes, hello.
Hello. Congrats on the win, moving ahead to losers round 2. How are you and how is you and everyone else feeling after that?
Yeah, me too.
I feel the same way,
Just dead.
Very cool.
The
Hello?
Was they trying to think of any questions? I don't think I'm not good at these.
Well, one question that I asked when I casted EUC, or not EUC, the parents tournament, was how do you feel? Like, did you expect did the match go as you expected it to? Either captain.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can start maybe. We had an issue with Pront not being here, unfortunately, today, who carried us in the first match as well.
Yeah.
And so we knew we didn't have the fourth player for Tech or Rocket, for example. So
Right.
and also it would have helped really in speed, I think. So unfortunately, we were a bit stuck with an optimal team. So we tried to get on the speed maps, but I think Norway just held it really well. So
Yeah.
we couldn't do much more than this. And Arbo played especially well, so big shout out.
Both teams were very consistent when they were playing, which that also is something that's very difficult to do, both just in general and in a high stress tournament environment like World Cup. So good job.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, especially with not much experience we had, so still nice to see everyone showing up and playing at the best.
Yeah.
At least from my perspective, when I was watching, you looked very comfortable playing in a tournament match. So that is something that's good for you guys. It didn't visibly look like you had the tournament nerves, which that's definitely difficult to overcome.
Yeah, I think just a really nice performance, and of course, we're trying to get better. We all like every year we're getting better. So hopefully maybe next year we take maybe a map and then maybe a match. We'll see. We already did this in EUC, so we'll see if we can bring it forward also in World Cup.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice to obviously see Team Italy kind of get out there, get more experience. Because experience is a lot, and I guess you can bring what you've learned from this year and take it on to next year. Maybe practice it in a UC, bring it. So yeah. I feel like Slam6's internet died because apparently he was on
Nice.
4G, so that's why he kind of said hi and then vanished. Okay, while we find someone to raid afterwards, I mean, do you have anything you'd want to say, Super? You want to shout
any trash talk you want to send towards Norway?
No, we already did that in the game. They actually asked for the break right after the map. Just play on, please.
Yeah, and then you called them cringe.
I did.
Oh, that was beautiful.
No, shout out also to Pront for this year, to showing up, to all the teams, of course. And especially also shout out to Ormagish, who messaged us. They wanted to have and to map a song to have us use in the warm up, and I think it turned out really well. It just speed mapped it, and that was the warm up for today. So shout out to him as well. And I guess we'll see you next year, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm excited for next year. I'm excited for the rest of this year, really, too.
Yeah, of course. And cannot wait for the next matches. So just good luck to all the teams. Good luck to Norway, and yeah.
Okay.
GG's once again to you and the rest of your team for the run for this year.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear me.
Oh, Slam, you got it. You
Yeah.
got Slam.
Okay, while he said,
I didn't know you can hear me, so I was just quiet the whole time.
Did you think we were just talking over you? Yeah, fine. We don't want to listen to you.
No. It was a really fun match, and we were expecting you to actually beat us on the speed maps, actually.
Yeah.
So
same question for you, Slam. Did the match go as you would imagine it would go?
No, actually not. We expected the Italy team to pick the either speed maps or the tech maps, because we either didn't have enough players to play them, or we were not confident enough to play them.
That makes sense.
So we were just really shocked when we just realized that you actually picked one of the other maps that we didn't expect.
Oh, that was one thing actually.
So, yeah.
Just quickly, going back to Super.
Yep.
Because I was saying on stream that I expected you to ban a lot of the accuracies on mid speed, and then you immediately got rid of both the tech maps at the earliest opportunity. Was that because of the players you were missing, or was it another reason?
No, that was actually for the players missing. And even like with the full team, I don't think we have 4 people comfortable enough. Especially on the Kush map, that was just a no-go from the start. I think we had more chances with the ABC map, the Kaiba, mainly because it was going to be easier, so more doable for like me and a couple of other players. But in the end, with us missing Prawn, there was no way we could have done that. So that was the main reason. And especially we had we had some internal pressure to ban the second tech. I didn't want to ban that, but we were like, we had a lot of accuracy maps and mid-speed maps like missing. So I don't think it would have mattered in the end, especially with them taking the speed maps. Right. I don't think we had a clear path to get rid of that.
Yeah, cool. That makes sense.